everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, is back in Port Charles, and he is none too pleased about what has been happening in his absence. When Michael goes after what he wants, there is no stopping him, and he wants custody of his children, Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Serenity, and Sequoia Mork-Mako. His uncle, Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, will do whatever it takes to ensure that doesn't happen, and that Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, will keep her children in some capacity. Drew stole Willow from Michael, and Michael definitely has an axe to grind with his uncle Drew. Drew has gotten away with a lot of nefarious deeds as of late, but has he finally met his match in Michael, who is back with a vengeance? General Hospital spoilers tease that Michael will seek full custody of his children, and that he doesn't want Willow to have any involvement with the kids. Willow has proven to make one horrible decision after another, and standing by Drew after his ketamine scandal may have been the last straw for him. Willow will confide in Drew, and he will vow to make sure that Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, goes after Michael with everyone he has. Michael is aware of a lot of Drew's nefarious deeds, and Willow is still blind to them. He could know that Drew lied, and that Willow was turned away at the clinic in Germany, and that he paid off the receptionist. Michael could be waiting to use this leverage in court though. Michael is still not aware of Drew Kane's tryst with Nana Reeves, Cynthia Watros. But Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, Ned Quartermain, Wally Kurth, and Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, are fully aware. One of them could offer Michael the information to help in his custody case. This would also be the perfect way for Michael to bring Drew down for good. It would also finally force Willow to open her eyes about who Drew really is. In order to show the judge that Michael is the best candidate for full custody of Wiley and Amelia, Michael would have to decimate not only Willow, but Drew too. Attacking Drew's character would make Willow look bad as well. Michael would expose Drew and Willow's shocking affair, proving that he is the victim in all this, the shocking truth about Drew's affair with Nina, the fact that Drew paid off the receptionist in Germany, and also Drew's ketamine scandal would not make him look any better. Not only that, making Drew look vengeful against the Quartermain family would also show the judge that Drew should be nowhere near Michael and Willow's children. Willow would lose her mind and finally realize that standing by Drew has cost her everything. Drew would be shocked that Michael is the person who finally took him down and has exposed his unscrupulous deeds to all. Port Charles has never been short on danger, betrayal, and jaw-dropping confrontations, but the week ahead promises a seismic shift that could alter the fate of more than one legacy family. In an unexpected twist, Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, may have finally met his match, both strategically and emotionally. And as Drew struggles to maintain control, Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, steps out of the shadows, prepared to do what it takes to protect his family, and possibly take down the villain threatening them all. Drew Kane, pushed to the edge. Drew has long walked the line between soldier and CEO, a man who tries to use his head before his fists. But that inner warrior never truly left him. Since his return from Pentonville, Drew has been struggling to redefine himself in a world that seems to have moved on without him. His relationships have shifted, his power base weakened, and his patience stretched thin by the constant interference of enemies, both old and new. But now, Drew is about to find himself playing a game he's not used to losing. Enter Roman Harlan, a mysterious new figure in Port Charles with ties to the corporate underworld and an unsettling familiarity with Drew's past. Harlan isn't just any rival, he's calculated, wealthy, and most dangerous of all, personal. Their history dates back to Drew's time with the Navy SEALs, and the animosity is layered, suggesting betrayal that still haunts them both. When Harlan starts making moves to take over Aurora Media, it's not just business, it's war. He manipulates stockholders, pressures advertisers, and leaks damaging intel that paints Drew as unstable and reckless, citing his prison time and previous mental breakdowns. While Drew tries to hold his ground, he finds himself outmaneuvered at every turn. And what's worse, he's starting to question himself. The personal blow that changes everything. As the professional attacks escalate, Roman strikes closer to home. Carly, Laura Wright, ever loyal, attempts to support Drew and rally their mutual allies, but even she can't stop the rumors swirling through the financial world. Then, in a devastating move, Roman implies that Scout Kane, Drew's daughter, is in danger, not directly but through vague references and veiled threats. It's the kind of psychological warfare that begins to unnerve even the most seasoned player. That's when Drew cracks. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Drew confides in Michael Corinthos, revealing just how much Roman has managed to infiltrate their operations and personal lives. Michael listens, concerned but calm, and promises to look into Roman's background. What he discovers changes everything. Michael Corinthos. Quiet storm with a plan. Michael has been laying low ever since the fallout with Sonny and the failed takedown that nearly cost him everything. But the son of Carly and AJ Quartermain has his own quiet intensity. He's always been underestimated, overshadowed by more volatile personalities in his family. That's about to change. With his insider knowledge of ELQ and deep ties to Sonny's old business associates, Michael uncovers evidence that Roman Harlan isn't acting alone. He's part of a larger syndicate, one that has a vendetta against more than just Drew. Their ultimate goal: take over Port Charles from the inside out, starting with the media and business empires that have shaped the town for decades. Michael knows what's at stake, not just the companies, but the lives of everyone connected to them. With Drew vulnerable and distracted, Michael decides it's time to act. He assembles a small team, including Dex Heller, back on the Corinthos payroll, unofficially, and Brooklyn Quartermain, whose access to ELQ documents proves vital. They begin working behind the scenes, uncovering illegal wire transfers, blackmail payments, and even connections to the WSB's Black Ops files. The deeper they dig, the more dangerous it becomes. Roman's trap, and Michael's countermove. As Michael closes in, Roman starts to get suspicious. He invites Drew to a one-on-one meeting under the pretense of a truce, but it's a trap. Michael, suspecting foul play, has Dex tailed Drew discreetly. Sure enough, the meeting location turns out to be a remote construction site, closed for weeks, a classic setup. Inside, Roman reveals his true motives. He blames Drew for a military operation gone wrong, one that led to the deaths of several comrades. But there's more. Roman once had a relationship with one of the women Drew dated during his memory-mapped years Drew doesn't even remember. Roman accuses Drew of destroying lives without ever knowing it, and now he intends to return the favor. But before Roman can make a fatal move, Dex intervenes, followed by Michael, who arrives with evidence of Roman's criminal ties and a warrant for his arrest, secured with help from Jordan Ashford and the FBI liaison investigating Port Charles' recent uptick in corporate sabotage. Roman is cornered. He scoffs at the idea of being taken down by the son of Sonny Corinthos and a disgraced soldier. But Michael calmly hands over the flash drive that seals the deal. Roman is escorted out in cuffs, but not before vowing he'll be back, and that Drew hasn't escaped to judgment just yet. Fallout and future fears. In the aftermath, Drew is left reeling, not just from the revelation of his past sins, but from the realization that he nearly lost everything trying to fight a battle alone. Michael, meanwhile, proves himself not just as a businessman, but as a strategist worthy of respect, even from the likes of Sonny, who watches from a distance. The victory is bittersweet. Roman may be in custody, but the syndicate he's part of is still out there, and their reach could go far beyond Port Charles. There's a sense that this is only the beginning of a larger arc, one that might draw in Jason Morgan, Anna Devane, and even Valentin Cassadine, depending on how deep the corruption goes. Michael now stands at a crossroads. He could return to his quiet life with Willow and the kids, or he could lean into the darker legacy he's inherited, walking the tightrope between morality and power. With Drew grateful but shaken, and Carly more fiercely protective than ever, one thing is clear: the lines between good and bad are more blurred than ever. And as Roman Harlan is loaded into a prison transport van, he turns to the officer beside him and whispers, "Greater than, I'm not the only one with a score to settle. Port Charles is about to burn." Final thoughts. A new era begins. General Hospital thrives on complex characters and layered story arcs, and this twist in Drew's storyline brings an emotional weight that's been missing in recent months. By introducing a villain like Roman Harlan with ties to Drew's past, and giving Michael a rare spotlight moment as the hero who turns the tide, the soap sets up a thrilling new era. Will Drew recover from the psychological and emotional scars of this battle? Will Michael's thirst for justice turn into a hunger for power? And will Roman's ominous warning spell the arrival of an even bigger threat? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.